Hey loves, it's Britt, and in this video I'm finishing, yay, my Mars in the House overlay series in Synastry. So if you want to see any of the other videos, I've done them all now. So finally, save the best for last. No, I don't know if this is the best one, but it is quite a good one. Now we're going to talk about Mars in the 11th house in the Synastry overlay. So what it means if you have your Mars coming into someone's 11th house in Synastry, or the reversal, their Mars coming into your 11th house. So the 11th house is the house of friends, goals, ideals, dreams, wishes, and Mars is our planet of aggression, sex drive, how we go after what we want. So when our Mars is falling into someone's 11th house, we seem to help them further their goals in some way, or we can be kind of like socially connected. Like this is a person that we feel like a social connection to, like we naturally want to get together with our friends and have a party with this person with their Mars coming into our 11th house. They kind of activate us in a more social way where we want to connect with other people and we want to get out there and just like mingle. It's a more social energy, but also on an even deeper level, the Mars person can be seen as an asset towards fulfilling our life's dreams in a more higher sense, like in a more even kind of a spiritual sense. The Mars person can really light the fire under our ass to actually be the person that we're meant to be at the highest level. So that could be like the highest potential of this energy. So it's generally a more friendly overlay where we feel like buddies, and the Mars person really sees the house person as someone who they can be their real self with, because the energy of their 11th house, which is kind of like their openness and energy with friends, and so the Mars feels really comfortable to express the energy of their Mars, feeling like they will be accepted. And they also could feel like they could express their sexual energy too, and be accepted. Like it's common with this placement, you could have people like specifically the Mars person feeling really comfortable about sharing about their sex life or their relationships or their weird desires, or what they what gets their Mars going. They feel like that will be accepted by the house person. Like there's a real openness around sex and around relationships with this one, where we just feel like we can be ourselves. And so it's definitely beneficial. Like, I mean, but it depends on what you like, because for certain types, this could feel a bit boring because it's very comfortable and it's very like buddies and friends and like we can be ourselves. It's a friendship overlay, right? The 11th house represents friendship. So some people might think this kind of overlay is a bit boring, depending on what else is going on, because it's just so easy to be yourself with this person. So, what else? You could also find this overlay to bring up, like, if you do have certain issues in your 11th house, like you want to look at what is there in your 11th house, right? Like if you have Pluto there and then someone's Mars is coming in there and conjuncting it, this is a little bit different and a little bit more intense then. But you want to look at what is the state of the 11th house. What is the Mars person bringing up? Because they are bringing that up with a flaming fire, because it's their Mars. So in looking at that, you can really get a better idea of what's going on here. But just generally speaking, this is like we're buddies. We can talk pretty easily about things. We can talk about our dreams. We can talk about our goals. We can talk about our desires and our fantasies and our friends. And we might even want to get together with our friends. And then with the Mars person there, we actually are telling our friends more stuff than when the Mars person wasn't there. So it's a really open interplay. Like even potentially you could have like an open relationship with, if you had Venus and Mars in the 11th house or something, because you're free with each other, right? And I mean, it depends on the people, it depends on the rest of the synastry and the composite and everything, but overall with 11th house energy, you're gonna feel this real openness and natural friendship. And like, if you don't know someone's birth time and you feel a really easy friendship with them, you could probably expect that you have some of their planets, or some of your planets going into their 11th house, because that, it seems to create that more than anything, depending on the state of your 11th house. And you have fun together. You feel purpose in being together, and you easily talk about the future and can plan for things and talk about, what you really, really want in life. And it's a fun one, and it's communicative, it's social, it's good to have. I actually have it with my mom. I have her, she has Venus and Mars conjunct in Aquarius into my 11th house in Aquarius, but I have my Uranus at that degree of Aquarius. My Uranus is at 0 degrees, and her Mars and Venus are really early degrees of Aquarius. So it's a little bit different because I have Uranus there, but it's definitely exciting and friendship. Like, you can really, be open with someone and tell them everything. Like, me and my mom talk about everything, and like, there's no judgment. Like, even though, sometimes your mom wants to advise you, it's never felt like that with my mom. It's always felt like she's just like a friend. If she's giving me advice, it's like in a friend way. It's kind of interesting, but that's how strong 11th house synastry can feel. Like, you could literally be with your parent, but you feel like you're buddies, like you're bros. Like, we're like bros. And we have other sort of difficult things going on too, so it's not always been 100% like beautiful, but there's this strong theme of friendship and easygoingness and acceptance of each other, and telling each other all kinds of crazy stories without holding back, even though it's your mom. Like, and then my mom has also always been very open to my friends being around, and I used to have friends over all the time when I was a kid. And she was, always really giving to my friends as well. So that's kind of an energy of the 11th house right there. And also my mom got me into spiritual things. So I have Uranus and Neptune in the 11th house, and it was my mom who bought me my first crystal, and it was that kind of got me going into these metaphysical stores and stuff, and then what actually ended up turning into this, the books, the astrology books first, then the spiritual books, then the soul books. So it can be an energy like that as well. But I have Uranus and Neptune in the 11th house, so that's the vibe of my 11th house. But she definitely played a big role in that by buying me my first crystal as a gift when I was like 15. I'm like, what is this? But I like it, So anyways, Mars in the 11th house is kind of like that, where you definitely can help each other on your path because of an openness and a givingness, and an ease and comfort in being together. So I'd love to know your experiences of this placement. Let me know in the comments, you guys. And also, I'm doing your requests. If you have any requests, I'm doing natals, I'm doing synastry, composite videos, anything you want me to talk about. I'll try to do my best at doing all your requests. And I do also offer one-on-one sessions. My links are below. You can book with me there. And love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.